while I was helping other inmates get released from prison, some of the ones that were wrongly convicted and some of the ones that were overcharged and over sentenced, while I was helping them get out, I was also looking for an inmate that was charged with the same thing and that went to prison with the same crime that I went to prison for. I developed the legal theory that the statute was promulgated was enforced against legislative intent. I didn't want to use it in my case. I wanted to use it in somebody else's case because I thought they had a better chance of winning. So I ultimately found this person as I was helping other people. I found the person that came in, had the same charge, same amount of time, he had life. And I asked him, I said, listen, I know you have a lawyer, but let me work with your lawyer. I have this legal theory I could put in your case. The guy's got life, so he don't have anything to lose. He says, yes, if you can help me out anything, do however way you want. I said, okay. So I formulated a theory. I talked to his lawyer. I said, I'm going to put this legal argument together for your client. We'll put it in one of his briefs. And he said, the lawyer's like, oh, send me what you need to send me that. So I sent it to him. He calls me back, get on the phone. He says, hey, listen, you sure you did this argument? A lawyer didn't do this? I said, no, I did that argument. I told him. He says, this is an incredible argument. I'm going to put it in the brief. He puts it in. The guy gets reversed, makes new law. So now I take the new law. I use it in my case. I get my kingpin conviction reversed. But let me tell you what they did. They vacated the kingpin, vacated my life sentence, but affirmed the other convictions. And so now I'm still doing 70 years after all that work. That's where the other hearing came in. So what I also did, I was also doing civil cases, suing the prisons for inmate conditions, medical conditions, things like that. And I also sued the state, the prosecutor's office for wrongful conviction. In one of the suits that I did, I won a motion where the court ordered me to be transported from a maximum security prison to the prosecutor's office and made the prosecutor allow me to look through their files. I was there all day. I arrived at 8:00 in the morning and I looked through files until the office closed that evening. And I found a single piece of paper that I used 3 years later to get a police officer to confess that they set me up.
Oh my God.
I was like, it was an out-of-body experience because in the background, my mom, my family was in the courtroom and she was crying and screaming and yelling back at them. Why did you do this? Like, why did you do this to my son? So it was a very emotional, the reporters was running back in and out of the courtroom because, back then they used phones. So they were running back and forth in and out of the courtroom using the phone, telling, updating everybody what happened and all that other stuff. And it was a very crazy moment. Everything was vacated. All my sentences, all my convictions was vacated. But the prosecutor wanted to try me again and re-indict me. So the judge gave me a bail and released me. While I was out, a reporter found me and asked me about the new trial. And I told her, I said, I can't wait for a new trial because the thing that's going to come out in the new trial is going to be 10 times more egregious than what came out in my previous trial and what came out at that hearing. So I can't wait for a new trial. 2 weeks later, they dismissed everything and said they wasn't going to try me again.